to Elizabeth Osman, Africa's best female forex trader, CEO of Forex Investments, and the founder of the Elizabeth Osman Foundation. Welcome to the first episode of REO Rich. In today's episode, we're going to be dealing with what they don't tell you about trading forex. But before we get into that, I'd like to ask you to look down below and click subscribe. So what they don't teach you about forex trading is the same reason why I went through almost 4 million rand last year and I've got absolutely nothing to show for it. When you're trading forex, you get through this competitive nature. You're constantly watching other people post profits in these WhatsApp groups and these Facebook groups, and you want to be like them. And it's human nature to be that way. So what ends up happening is you be trading consistently successfully for a period of time, and then all of a sudden you see someone else posting big profits, and then bam, increase lot size, low account. It's like a routine. And don't say that you haven't been through it, because if you have actually traded successfully for even a slightest period of time, then you know that this is true. Now, the biggest problem that I've got today is that people don't really understand what a huge impact such things have on them. They don't understand that you need to actually figure out who you are and what you want. Now, last year alone, I made over 4 million rand. And I do not have anything to show for it. Well, I did have quite a few very nice vacations, but at the end of the day, what do I have that is tangible? 4 million rand could do a lot for a lot of people. Now, I need to ask you this. What would you do with 4 million rand? I was that person who would spend 20,000 in a club in a night, and then another 10,000 on the dinner before that. That was my lifestyle. I was used to that. Meanwhile, my apartment had nothing but a couch. Because I never actually saw it, so it never bothered me that all I had was a couch and 2 beds with a desk. For an entire year, I lived like that. And it's because I didn't have my priorities straight. That's how you go through 4 million in a space of a year. Now you've got to really ask yourself, where do you want to end up? What do you want your end result to be? If you look at people like Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, even though I'm not his biggest fan right now, a lot of all the great people that have made a lot of money, you look at them and you see what simple lives they live. Did you know that Warren Buffett only has 1 car? 1 car. And he barely even drives, because he would prefer to spend his time doing work in the back seat. Now I need you to consider what you as a human being want for yourself, because I promise you now, if you don't have that, you are more than far away from making consistent profits. Because every time you see somebody else doing better than you, the first thing that you're going to do is increase your lot size, and bam, there goes your account. And we all know it's that one trade that screws us over. That one trade that we know we shouldn't have taken. Why did we take it? Because we weren't focused on ourselves and where we wanted to be. So that's the one thing that they don't teach you when they're teaching you how to trade forex. They don't teach you that you're going to see other people doing better than you. And that's okay. Yes, forex trading is supposed to make you a millionaire. And I'm not saying that that's impossible. It's more than possible. But so that you don't have to actually deal with watching other people have while you still don't on this journey, actually trade for the things that you need right now. I've got students that put 100 rand into an account, and at the end of every month, they take out 1,000 rand. I've got students that put in $100 into an account, and at the end of every week, they take out $70. That's close to 1,000 rand a week just on trading. Now I know it's more than important for you to actually focus on making your first million, but at the same time, don't deprive yourself the joy that you should be feeling right now. You need to realize that forex trading is not just for making millions. It's for changing your current situation. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying quit your job and decide to start trading forex for a living. I've never advised anyone to do that, because I know the consequences. I know how tough it is. A lot of my students have tried doing that, but my advice, if you want to quit your job, is trade to gain capital to get a business. Once you have a business, something that has sustainable income, then you quit your job. You need to realize that Forex trading isn't just for making millions. It's for helping you change your current situation right now too. You shouldn't just be focusing on how I'm going to make my first million. You should be focusing, how am I going to make my life better right now? Because that's what's important. What happens if you're not here tomorrow? That's what makes the difference. That extra 2,000 Rand makes a huge difference. You need to understand that even though Forex trading is risky, once you actually have that skill, no matter how small or how large your account is, you will always be able to flip it, turn it over, and make it do backflips. Because that's what us Forex traders do. We make miracles happen in our bank accounts. You should be able to turn $100 into $200 every week. You should be able to make such profits so that you actually change your current circumstances. Don't base that new car that you want on your $1 million strategy. Try and get into the mode of getting things that you want now from small accounts. You shouldn't only have one Forex trading account. I know a lot of people would object to this because they think that managing more than one account is difficult. It really isn't when you've got PAM accounts available to you. Now, something you need to realize is that if you're not able to do this, then clearly you need to upgrade the information that you've got. You need to actually get someone to teach you how to do that. Trading Forex is largely based on your emotions. If you do not get your emotions intact, then the truth of the matter is you might never be successful. You will never see consistent profits because it is 95% emotional, 5% skill. And the most anyone could ever teach you is that 5% skill. What I'm trying to teach you today is how to tackle that 95% of that emotional side of things. Once you have that intact and you know what you're working towards and you're not looking left and right at what other people are buying and doing, that's the minute that you actually start becoming consistent, because that's the minute you stop placing reckless trades. Trading Forex is largely psychological. How to beat that psychological side of things is to actually figure out what you want and start working towards it and actually withdrawing your money. Do you know what the difference between an actual Forex trader and a gambler is? When a gambler wins, ching, they just keep pulling that lever until all their profits are gone. When a Forex trader wins, they withdraw their money. So many people have got issues with withdrawing money. I'm going to leave it in, I'm going to make a bit more. No, maybe I shouldn't close that trade. You've all had those thoughts. All of us have. But the minute your emotions are intact and you actually start feeling Forex money and you start buying things with Forex money and it becomes a habit for you to withdraw money and actually spend it on your everyday needs and the things that you want to accomplish right now, making that million would be the easiest thing on earth. Because you'd be consistent. You wouldn't be looking left and right at to what other people are doing. You'd be focusing on yourself and your goals. You'd have tunnel vision. No one's profits could ever distract you. No one's trades could ever distract you. Now, with that being said, I really do hope that you understand that the psychological side of Forex trading depends on you and making sure that you cater for your needs right now. Now, I do hope that this episode has actually helped a lot of the people that have already started trading or those of you that are just learning how to trade. I hope this steers you in the right direction. So if you haven't already, please look down below and click subscribe so that you don't miss another episode of REO Rich. There's plenty more to come and we're going to be tackling a whole wide range of different challenges that Forex traders face. And if you actually haven't gotten any formal Forex education, I have got a link down below for a free online course. And I need you to understand that the free online course is simply the basics. You're not going to get the same results that my actual students that go through my full course get. They get one-on-one attention even though they're in a room full of people. We take them through it step by step. That is called mentorship. You need that in order to be successful. If you would like a broker to trade with, I've also got the link down below to the broker that we use. Now, if you'd like to trade with our broker, make sure that you email them after you register your account and you tell them that you want to be on Renata's special ECN account so that you get lower spreads and you're under my protection the same way my students are. I've got personal relationships with the brokers that I use. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first ever episode of REO Rich. I hope this helped.